Hi there, everybody. It's Chris again, and I am here to do a little talk on being trans in the South. I live in North Carolina in a very small town next to probably the only place that you've heard of is Raleigh or Charlotte. I'm about 3 hours from both of those. Live directly in the middle of the Bible Belt. Um, there's Penny joining the vlog today. Really joining it. Okay. Anyway, back on task. I am very ADHD. Um, Being right in the middle of the Bible Belt and every corner that you turn is a church. I actually worked at a skating ring that was sold out to a church and took away from the town. No kids have anywhere else to go now. They're trying to buy the last bowling alley in the town. They're really not a firm believer of God. I do not believe that he exists. If he does, why does he do the things he do? I don't know. This isn't a religion quiz for me. I'm not going to sit here and shove my beliefs down your throat. I just do what you got to do to get you through the day. Um, but most of those people here aren't like that. It's more like ugly stares and snarky comments. And I worked in a workplace, worked at Taco Bell, and I came out to them probably two years into working there. It was my last year working there. I came out and I was harassed by the general manager there and quite a few of the employees that were also on my level, service members and such. And they wouldn't let me have my correct name on my name tag. It had to be my birth name no matter what. In which I found out that in other places that I worked, they were able to give me my own name tag that said Chris. Um, so after leaving that job, I realized they were being transphobic against me, and I was too naive to believe that people could do that. Um, it was a really tough blow to work at that job. I eventually left to go to the skating ring. Um, that's whenever I was truly accepted by my coworkers. I was a manager. A couple of the people that followed my vlog actually went to the skating ring or worked with me at the skating ring. Um, so, hey, you guys, you're now mentioned in my vlog. But they helped me realize that I am who I am, and that even though most people don't see that, I can still be who I am. If you are trans and living in the South, um, good luck to all of us. Um, I did a podcast that I'm going to try to find the link to back when HB2 was still really big. Um, when that law was almost passed, or if it was passed, I can't remember. My memory's really terrible. You're going to learn that. Um, I was asked to be on a podcast, and it was a hour-long interview, I think, if it was an hour. I'm pretty sure it was an hour. Um, we talked a lot about how I waited to transition like 3 years. I had my ability to get my letter quite a few years before I actually started to transition, mostly because I was afraid. I mentioned in a last vlog that I was afraid to use the men's restroom. I am still afraid to use the men's restroom by myself. I'm afraid to be in the gym locker room without my husband. I'm afraid for my life. I don't think many people on my Facebook or my friends list or in my family even, if you're in my family and you're watching this, you will never understand what it's like to go to the restroom and wonder if you're going to get the crap beat out of you. It is terrifying. And I finally have realized that either I can stand up and be visible for those who can't be, or sit down and live stealth and I choose to be visible for everybody who can't be out, no matter what. That's why I started this vlog. Um, I also have my WordPress blog that I use. Not a lot of trans-related issues on there, though. It's personal. The link is somewhere on the YouTube channel. You can find it if you look for it. But it's hard when you don't have your name changed. My name is not legally Chris yet. In North Carolina, you have to go through several extra steps than my husband had to go through in Arizona. He filled out a sheet of paperwork, and took it to the courthouse and waited for his court date, and then was assigned his new name. Got all his social security cards and everything changed, whatever he needed to do. Here, you have to have your fingerprints done, you have to have a background check, you have to have 2 affidavits. If I said that wrong, I'm sorry. I have to have 2 people that can vouch for me. So 2 letters, plus the actual application, plus it being posted on the courthouse for 30 days before I can set an appointment at the courthouse to have my name changed. So it's going to cost me over $100 to get all of this done and to be able to change my name. And it's just not possible right now. Not when in Arizona all you have to do is go to the courthouse and then pay a fee that they can waive for you. If you do not make enough money, they'll waive that fee, so you just get your name changed for free. It's not like that here at all. Living in the South is dangerous. I work delivering pizzas, stealth, to the customers, of course. But it was very scary, going to people's houses individually, ringing their doorbell, here's your pizza, wondering if they were going to notice that you weren't a biological man. It was very hard to come home and go from being stealth to, hey, I'm proud to be who I am. So an ex of mine actually got me a he/him pin. I carried that around with me whenever I was delivering pizzas there at the end, and wore it on my shirt so that people would know he/him. And if there were questions that were asked about it, I would answer the questions. It's been a very slow process for me to be able to come out to strangers and let myself be out there and be vulnerable and be raw. And I am one of the few trans people that don't mind questions. Ask me anything you want to ask me and I'll answer it. If you really want to know what's in my pants, that's up to you. It doesn't bother me in the slightest anymore. I used to hear a lot of crude jokes about what was in my pants, or, I'm never going to be the man that I wanted to be. I'm always going to be a fake man. I was actually told by a customer that I was really getting close to. I had visited their house. They're a Brazilian family. They were really cool with me until I came out as trans, and they stopped talking to me. He told me that if I ever went to an emergency room, even if I had fully transitioned, that I would still have to put that I was a female, that doctors can't treat a female-to-male person, or a female-to-male, or a male-to-female transgender person, which the audacity that was even said to me was amazing. And I couldn't respond because, well, one, you can't fix stupid. You can never, ever make anybody believe something that they don't want to believe. You can have scientific facts, you can have documents, records, slideshow points, PowerPoints, whatever you feel the need to make, and these people will still go, the world is flat. Like, we got one guy somewhere floating himself off, launching himself in the air because the world is flat and he's gonna think he's gonna get caught on the other side. I mean, the world is round. I am a evolution. I am transitioning. I am free now, and I am proud of myself. I am in love with myself. Maybe not all days, but I am me, and I'm going to continue to be me. And if you've listened to me ramble this far through a post, this was actually a topic that was asked for me to do. So if I've missed anything, I really covered a lot about being in the South. Just give me a message and I'll do another vlog. Thanks, guys.